Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to use guides in Adobe Illustrator. So without further ado, let's open a document, a new one, or like me, open a document in the recent files. So let's click on this one. Let's zoom in. As I already said, you can zoom in using Control plus or Control minus to zoom out, or you can hold down the Alt key button and scroll, and you can either use the zoom tool over here or use the custom zoom from status bar. So that was a quick review. So as you can remember, we talked about guides in rulers video a little bit, but now I'm gonna teach you how to use guides in more depth and in more details. It is a lot of fun to use guides in Adobe Illustrator, and it'll help you a lot when you're working on a rather difficult or complex project. For example, there might have been a time that I've used more than like 20 or 30 guides in one project, and the one thing that you should know that, okay, let's first draw some guides and then talk about it a little more. So let's say that I've used this many guides. A quick review: if your ruler is not activated, let's deactivate it first. So if your ruler is not activated, you can easily do this by going to View tab, going to Rulers, and click on Show Rulers, or you can use the short keys Control plus R. So let's hit this. Okay, now we're done with this. And the thing that you should know is that these guides are not printable. So you can use as many as you want, and be sure that they are not printed in your final work. So use as many as you want. If you want to delete them, you can do the thing that I'm doing. You can select them all by clicking and dragging like this. Let's do that again. I'm clicking and dragging to select all of these vertical guides, and then hit delete button, or you can again click and drag to select these horizontal ones, and you can hit delete. So again, if you want to delete only one of these, you can click on it and then hit delete. So this is the first things that you need to know. So as we talked about, the easiest way to change the unit measurement of the rulers is just by right clicking on the ruler like this. Right now it is on millimeters. I can change it to centimeters, inch, or whatever you want. So let's hit centimeters, and let's say that, okay, let's zoom in a little bit first of all. All right, so let's say that you've selected a guide like this one, and you release the mouse button over here, and now you want it somewhere else. So it is easy to move them. You can just easily click on them and change their location using the selection tool. You can easily move them around as you like. So that is it. Okay, so another thing that I want to show you is the option which is over here in view and here. This is the option that I want to show you how it works, is snap to point. So when this option is active, I think by default it is always active. So when this option is active, let's zoom in, and as you can see, when I drag this guide near a point, for example this one, near the edges of an object, you can see it'll snap right to it like this. It'll kind of help you to be more precise, mostly if you're zoomed out. So when you do this, as you can see, it'll jump to the edge like this. It kind of helps you to find the edges more accurately. So this is what it does. Alright, so let's zoom out. We are done with this part. So as I said before in rulers video, you can change the beginning point of your guide by simply clicking and dragging from this intersection area over here. And as you can see, you can change the beginning point of your rulers. For example, I'm going to put it over here and here to say, like, I want to measure the diameter of this circle. So when I do this, as you can see, the numbers over here changes. So the 0 goes over here vertically, and horizontally the 0 goes over here. So if you drag guides from here, as you can see, it is set to 0. And if you drag another one vertically over here, as you can see, it is on 0. So I'm gonna drag another guide over here. So right now, let's zoom in to see if we are accurate enough or not. Okay, let's hit it over here. And here we have a little bit, go back. Okay, this is more accurate. And this one is accurate enough, but you can be a little bit more accurate with this. So this is it. And as you can see, now you can use guides, these two guides, and see the size of this circle, which is 10. It goes from 0 to 10 over here. So this is the easiest way that you can use guides in your work. There are other uses that I want to show you in time. So we're just gonna simply show you how it works, and then we will get in more details when we're working on a much more complex projects. So let's delete these guides. All right, there's one more thing that I forgot to mention, and that is to reset the beginning point of your measurement or your guides. You can simply double click in this intersection area. So see what happens to these numbers on your ruler when I double click on the intersection area. As you can see, it'll changes to 0 from the beginning point of your artboard. So like this. This is 0. All right, we are done. Sorry. So now we are done with this lesson. See you in the next one and have fun.